YouTube? We are back with some more Matchplay commentary for y'all. I'm joined by the Brother Bear, the Highwayman himself, DJ.
Gucci Kazoo. That's me. I don't know what I just said. Could you? Never mind.
No. Finish the thought.
No, I think it's okay. I mean, do you want to bleep this out?
Oh God, yeah, sure. Let's go for it, man.
Just mute the whole part after Kazoo.
Anywho,
That's probably.
Anywho, moving on. We've got some Matchplay commentary for y'all that was filmed over at Sully's Abode, which is the local card shop that we go to every Thursday for Digi. We start off at about 6:30 p.m. So if you're in the area, want to check us out and check out Sully's new place, feel free to swing on by. We'll be happy to have you. But today's matchup features Jorel on the left playing his new Sakuya build. He's getting ready for the new Sakuya support. We've got Mitchell playing Leo. So pretty interesting matchup. Two decks that I think they can do some crazy things once they're given like enough time to set up and really like sequence their stuff. So it should be interesting to see how this plays out. A couple things before we hop into the round itself. If you're liking the content and you like what you're seeing, please do consider hitting that like and subscribe button. We would greatly appreciate it. And check out our socials, which will be linked down in the video description below. It'll have our Discord, our Twitter, our Instagram. The Discord's the best place to find our deck lists. So if you're wondering what lists our players are running, feel free to hit us up there. And lastly, we'll also have Sully's TCG player link down there too. So feel free to check him out and support the shop. Without further ado, let's hop right into the round over here.
Yeah, I'm excited to see Sakuya stuff. Sakuya is a deck that I always love to see whenever it's being played. I always wish it was consistently more relevant in the meta. I'm not the biggest stan on the towel loop thing. I think it's a neat way of doing it. I think it's a fun gimmick, but I also just kind of wish we could use just all of the tribal stuff for Sakuya, and Sakuya could just be its thing instead of having to do weird gimmicks to exist.
Shout out to fellow Sakuya enthusiast Ante as well, if you're watching.
True, yeah. And I think we might actually have some a weird version of towel loop. I think for you guys
stay
to
tuned
speak
later
of
this week.
Jorel
so building up a pretty decent state. He's got the QB lets you plays out a Rika.
Yeah, I believe it's the BT17 QB. I think it's one of the newer ones. I'm gonna bring up the card list stuff right now so I can.
And then Mitchell swings and goes into a Grap Leo, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh yeah, Scrap Leo.
Does check, does end up dying.
So
it's another Rika.
And is able to bottom deck the one fella. Let me go to Sakuya. Oh, that's good. I guess it'd probably be easier to do Renamon as the name and then go for
Jorel
stuff
did
in
push
there.
out the Rena, goes ahead and evos into the. I believe that's another QBmon.
That is no, that's it's the purple version. Yokomon.
Yokomon, yeah. And for 2, we'll drop a Scramble, which will let him evo into something for reduced cost of 3.
You go into a Daomon here. So then which lets him bounce something with 6 KGP or less to his opponent's hand. I'm rereading all the cards as we go. So apologies if we're calling effects a little bit slow. I love Sakuya. I don't play Sakuya. I just like to see it. So I don't know all of the things off the top of my head. So we'll try and run this as fast as we can. I'm jumping around as much as I can.
So we go ahead and swing with the Dow, which I believe will let Jorel proc Rika's effect. You know, when swinging, he can go ahead and utilize an option card, which we do use the pause plugin. Yep.
Type plug. So I can look at all the plugins. Let's see. So pause plugin.
It essentially just minus 6k DP, and then you can't proc when digivolving effects, I believe.
Correct. And he was able to give further DP reduction, I believe, thanks to the other inheritables. I think Yoko's gives DP reduction or DP minus. Yeah, it gets minus 2k DP, so he's able to do minus 8k off of that.
So he's
Jorel's already built. Yeah, it's a nasty board state.
Yeah.
He has a Renamon in the back, which that is the EX4 Renamon, I believe, which is just the alt art from the Evolution Cup. This Daomon's on board already. We have another Scramble. We'll go into a Kazuhamon, which will then let him play out a Source.
Yep, lets him play out a level 4 or lower yellow-blue Digimon card from the
Or I guess
sources.
he has to use an option card first.
Yeah.
He has to use an option card and then he gets to play a source. But I don't think he... Looks like he doesn't actually have an option card to play off of it.
And we just go
So never mind, we just go into a rune mode. That will stop the Mad Leo from being able to promote this turn. It won't be... it will die if it tries to go up. So... Yeah, Mitchell Force just kind of Evo in the back and do a Leo X for 3? Wait, why would we Evo for... Oh, that's not how that's supposed to work.
Because that's a free Evo, no?
It's, well, Leo X shouldn't... Does he go over Leomon and name in general? No, it can only go over Leomon for cost of 0, otherwise it's level 3. So that's just a bit of a misplay on Mitchell's part. You cannot Evo over Mad Leo there for a cost like that. You can't pay the 3 to go over it. I think Mitchell maybe just not realizing. That's okay. So Jorel
swung, hit a paladin, and then just Evo into a QB.
Unfortunately, did not get his end of attack, which is pretty tough. It's actually really tough. That's crazy. The one thing he could actually like hit that pops him probably in Mitchell's deck.
Right.
Do just go into a BT-17 Talmon here.
Mm-hmm.
Which I don't think we have any effects off of that. It looks like. Yeah, because it lets you use an option card, and it looks like Jorel's just not seeing his options off of Evos.
Just tough.
He's well, he has a plug-in there, but yeah, maybe just didn't want to use it.
So we do
we just
go. Okay.
Yeah, made mode ace. Made mode ace. So let me go ahead and pull this up.
So main mode is you can place a yellow tamer or single color option card with a cost of 5 or less from your hand to top a security stack. And when an option card is used all turns, or when a card is added to security stack, one of your opponents gets minus 6k DP for the turn.
Yeah. But no other inheritables to really help give it further minus. Unfortunately.
All the other inheritables essentially just makes it so that you can play out an option for a cheaper cost, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Well, we do clear the stack here by de-digivolving it.
And we play out a Leomon.
Yep. X had minus 3k from the literally hitting the board again. That's tough.
So we do get to see the scrambles in use, right? So Jorel can put something top deck and then can play out a Digimon with a 2k DP or less. So it looks like he's putting one of the level 4s.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe not. That's interesting about scrambles. I do think it definitely helps a lot of decks not just like kind of jump that like level, like in terms of like tiers, for example, like tier 2 to tier 1.5, but also keeps a lot of decks just like viable in general. You know, being able to play out a body after your stack gets cleared and then kind of help sequence your draws if you're missing a certain piece is pretty good. Because in Jorel's situation here, he's got 4 memory to work with. He's got a training. Now that you have the body out on board, you could at least do like a response.
Yeah, the scrambles give you a really good way back into the game. If you have, if your deck's a good deck with like one digivolving effects. If you're something that relies on like one attacking effects, it can be a bit harder. He was able to stun the Leomon at least, so it can't suspend. So no alliance available from that. Or sorry, they can't attack. So never mind. So he could still attack with the Leomon, or attack with the Heavy Leo and suspend. I forgot EX4 was before the age of things just not being able to suspend.
So we went ahead and went into the Talmon.
Yeah, play the pause plugin. No one digivolving effects. Minus 6k, so that's pretty good. We'll go ahead and go into Kuzuha. Do we have an option to play? No option again. Damn. Man, that's tough.
Rough.
And the crazy thing is, Jorel has a lot of options. Like, we've seen lots of trainings, we've seen lots of scrambles. I mean, I think Kuzuha has to specifically use a plugin, but we've seen even a fair amount of plugins too.
Yeah. So we do see a pause plugin come into play, minus 6k, I believe, again, and adds to hand.
Yeah. Yeah, it's minus 6k for the turn, then adds card to the hand. Which means he's already minus... Which I think the pause plugin we used before on previous turns should be also another minus 6 as well. So it should be
1k now?
Should only be 1k right now, yeah. Fortunately, none of our inheritables give us all turns GP reduction when an option is played or activated. Okay. That would be fire.
The Leo X, which again, sort of a misplay there, but looks like they both move on. Jorel does pop the second scramble, picks up a ruin mode. Okay. Pushes up the Renamon, gains a memory off of Rika effect.
We have a means.
I think he's just looking to, yeah. We'll go Kazuha effect.
We finally have a plugin.
We have a plugin to play.
There we go.
Minus 6k on the Leo X.
Yeah, pop
no
that.
digivolving effects on something.
Yeah, pause plugin will be able to go ahead and do the thing. We'll be able to use our inheritables to give minus DP further. So we'll minus 2k elsewhere. I think we minus 4k total.
Mm-hmm.
Then we draw a card off of the Vixie. Or the Yoke, or the little Poco, whatever you want to call it. I think Poco's the Japanese name.
Poco's the Japanese name. Vixie is the English name.
We'll go Ruin Mode. That will pop the Grapleo. Big Heavy Leo still chilling. No blocker. There is something in the bottom deck, so it won't be able to unsuspend at the very least.
Training.
Just bottom deck that. Can't unsuspend. So we're kind of chilling. We should hopefully be able to get our end of attack off with Ruin Mode. This next turn, so we can recover, but we're gonna need another small body on board to deal with this Heavy Leo. Although I guess we can delete a Digimon, so we can just get rid of the Heavy Leo.
Mm-hmm.
Although I wonder, the attack has to resolve. I wonder if it's smarter to swing Ruin Mode into the Heavy Leo.
That's what I'm thinking. You swing it.
Delete
into
the Heavy Leo. Does he doesn't digivolve on deletion, does he? I don't remember.
No, you need to have an inheritable for that. Oh no.
Oh, he does have a Paladin Ace though. We do swing the check still. Bottom deck, Jorel's trash. Does do the check. End of attack, he can pop himself. Actually, this kind of works out. This is actually better.
Does work out, yeah.
Fortitude being gone is actually better. Doesn't he delete a Digimon, or am I crazy? I didn't really delete a Digimon.
Yeah, he
End of attack. No? Delete the Digimon and one of your opponent's Digimon.
Yeah, he should delete something. So that would have been a bigger
plus
turn
one. Yeah, he should have been able to delete that and then gain way more memory. So that's actually kind of a massive blunder for Jorel.
Yeah,
that's a huge blunder for Jorel. Yeah, because he would have gained 6 memory.
Yeah, it'll set up a little bit more. Paladin doesn't swing.
Yeah. Now it's just back over to Jorel. That's tough, man. That's tough. Jorel, read your card effects. You're a judge. What are you doing? We've had Ruin Mode since EX4. You know this. You've played with it. You've seen it.
So we look like we'd crack the training to go into a Maid Mode Ace, which will let Jorel go ahead place top card or place something at the top of security. We minus DP on the Paladin mode.
See if we can have a way to climb back up into the game here.
Go ahead, punch Paladin. Gain all the memory back. Okay.
That works. So we're kind of back to where we would be a lot better up right now. If we did this stuff before, but we're kind of back to where we were before.
So Rena, pick up a what's that purple one called again? Yoko.
Yoko. Yeah, Yoko's the purple QB.
We go Sakuyamon because you can't Evo on top of Maid Mode, I believe, for a cost of 1.
Yeah. That's the BT-17 Sakuya, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that can do it.
Which is a gorgeous art for just a rare, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's very nice. Yeah, it can go over a main mode for cost of 1, and main mode can Evo over it for a cost of whatever. I don't remember exactly the number. I think 1 as well.
Mm-hmm.
Both main modes. I guess the old main mode from BT-10.
We do go ahead and swing from Mitchell's perspective. Oh, okay. So no Maid Mode Ace there. Swing, checks the Rika.
Yeah.
He digivolves, gains a memory back.
Yep, spits out both bodies. They are still stopped. Can bottom deck it because DP deck, yeah. No, it's not live though, so it can't swing. So Jorel does have like a little bit of a buffer here at least for himself.
And we just drop a Bancho Leo and call it a day. Pass Jorel over to 3. We go up to 5. I mean, here I just feel like you're kind of dunzos here.
You're dunzo. I mean, you have no eggs. Nothing else you can do. I mean, I don't know. I guess Mitchell's close to deck out. If you can find some weird way to
Deck
stall,
him out, yeah.
nothing.
We drop
Let's
a Yokomon again.
Drop a Yoko.
Swing,
yeah, that's it. Yeah, and then we just swing for game. Yeah. So, man,
I wonder what would have happened if
a couple of
Ruin
key
Mode did
moments
his thing.
there. Yeah, because he would have kept turning, would have been able to get so much more advantage out of that turn. That he was live on the board for, and it would have been hard. Like, it would have been one more security up. I don't know if it's hard to say if it would have made like that big of a difference with where things were going. Jorel wasn't really seeing plugins. It seems like a lot of them were actually at the bottom of the deck at that point after being used. We didn't see any plugins aside from pause plugins. I don't think we saw any recharge or anything, or high speed or anything like that. So I'm wondering if Jorel's just running full yellow options for training consistency.
Oh man, Sakuya, the X antibodies have EX8. That's coming out in a couple weeks.
Yeah,
Man.
Sakuya does pretty good with that stuff. It's interesting because we're not getting the Tau loop stuff until after EX8. So we're gonna have this like weird Sakuya X build without all of, like the more like kind of powerful cards that we get access to in the upcoming sets.
So both players are just like setting up here. But yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say it'll be cool to see what people do. I'm excited to see more Sakuya stuff. Like Sakuya getting so much support is just awesome to see.
We do training, we pick up the scramble, and we pass over to 2. Not bad. Not bad. Drop another analog youth on Mitchell's end. Looks like we will pick up the Leomon.
Yeah.
We drop
a
looks
line,
like it's a
baby.
Mimi for 4. Jorel will choose to stay in the back. We'll poke with the Rena. Dies against a Leo. And then looks like for 3, we're just going to Evo in the back here. And then for 4, drop our own Rika. And that's not bad.
Yes, but that was a good setup in the back. So this is able to start kind of getting some more aggression here. The Mimi just giving you so much, basically just making you a turn faster. It's just so nice. Does hit a scramble right away, so the Redmond hits the board again. We get some search out of it. Find a BT17 Sakuya. And we just go Leo in the back. No heavy Leo, nothing. Okay, all right. So this is a pretty good chance for Jorel to get to good. We have 3 memory to work with. We have a Rika on board. We have a training. We have a lot of DP minus we can do.
So yep, we play the scramble for 2. We will be able to go into... Looks like he's debating between the BT17 Sakuya and the Kazuha. But we will go 17 Sakuya. Essentially for free here. We'll be able to play out the pause plugin. Which will... Yeah, we're just sequencing effects here, but we should be able to deal with the body there, no?
Believe so, yeah. He should have more than enough DP neg, but it will go ahead and recover 1. It will do Digivolve 1, and then on play we'll bottom deck the Rena. But that's okay. I think we're fine with that.
Yeah, it looks like we're looking at the Kazuha, which is not a bad call.
No, we just need to be able to play out an option and do other things with it if we can sequence everything correctly. It looks like Jorel taking a little bit more time to kind of read over everything right now.
The problem is it doesn't look like he has many options that would be like useful. Like we've got the scramble, looks like we have a training, but like those really don't.
He needs a plugin. That's the thing. He needs like a pause plugin right now or something like that. He doesn't have anything that's gonna. So his inheritables have been used. The Daomon, if it gets played out, is not going to do enough.
Oh, we did draw into a plugin.
Okay, so we'll go Kazuha. That's actually huge. That was actually game changing. So yeah, we play the pause plugin. We can minus 6. We can play out a Taomon or a level 4.
Oh yeah.
Taomon or name, and Daomon counts as also treated as having Taomon in name. All the inheritables I think have been used though. Oh, I guess we're deciding if we want to play something else out. Okay, we're gonna play out the Renamon instead actually, so that way it cannot attack. So the Grapplio will just be stuck doing nothing.
Okay. Interesting. So go ahead, swing with the Leo. We pay the 2 to go into a
Loader Leo.
Loader Leo.
And we get the -3K on the Kuzaha. Will die on the attack, so end of will go ahead and be deleted. Will minus some DP, Digivolve, probably, yeah, just start doing crazy things. On play can minus more.
That's tough.
Go Leah in the back.
I feel like that's one of the biggest struggles with Sakuya too, is just like the lack of protection. Like it already takes you a while to set up, and now it's just so easy to deal with your bodies.
Yeah.
The Digivolve, you can
Like-
just pop or bounce.
We at least have some protection with the new BT17 Sakuya, but it's only bounce protection. That's it.
Right.
It's VP reduction is still king in this game for when it comes to removal. It's how it is. Because there's just so many few things are protected from it, and DP climbing usually only lasts on an opponent's turn. So when a turn passes back over, the thresholds have just increased so high now.
Right. I feel like Jorel is kind of stuck here. Yeah, you go ahead, swing with the Rena. It does end up living. Big guy.
Yeah, looks like we might have been trying to maybe bait out an ace play a little bit too. Maybe just try and see if there was one there. Well, I guess no level 4 is part of our issue. Oh, well, there's a level 4. Grab the Yoko and pass turnover.
Good swing with Grap. Does live, hits a Rena. Debating if we crack the training, which we will here, to go into a heavy Leo. Bot decks the little Rena. Swing. Lives against Sakuya. Suspends Mimi to bring up the... Okay, so I go Leo X. It's training. For 3, we just go into another Grap Leo.
Yeah, pretty good. I mean, Mitchell definitely has loads of. I mean, he has the board locked down pretty heavily right now. It's just like a minefield, right?
Yeah.
The only thing that doesn't have Fortitude live is that Grap Leo on the end, which is whatever. Jorel can climb up his line, but realistically, if he tries to do any sort of real like clearance right now, it's gonna be a little bit tough. We are able to play the scramble for free off of the Talmon. Talmon will let us evo into the scramble will let us evo into the main mode. Now without paying any cost, we'll gain some memory. Do a little
We'll
bit
put
of
something
DP
on top of
reduction
security.
these.
Puts a Rika up on top of security. We'll neg the Grap Leo on the far side over there to get rid of the body.
I think you're gonna have to.
Yeah.
Because right now the other stack has recovery. And DP. The other thing too that's I think is kind of a bit of a game changer is Mitchell keeps evoing Leo X over everything else when it cannot do that. That's kind of giving Jorel a bit just more trouble than he should have, because he shouldn't have these extra inheritables that are actually kind of changing things.
We do have a Ruin mode, but I don't know if Ruin mode really does anything here. We will go ahead.
Correct me
and
if I'm wrong,
swing.
but when a name is also treated as having Leomon, it's not the same as the Digimon also being considered Leomon, right? Because it's basically just saying that it has Leomon in name.
Right. No, I agree. I don't think you can do that, but
Like I think because Leo X
Could be
only
wrong.
goes specifically over a Leomon.
right,
Not
it's
a Leomon
like
in
Leo
name.
Correct. So it looks like we are clarifying a sequencing thing here, because what Jorel did was he swung Maid mode, used the scramble to go into a Ruin mode, and then
Did you love what happened? So we don't get the end of attack.
oh no.
And then just pass it over, yeah. And this I think this kind of just curtains at this point.
Yeah.
We just swing, Leo and swing, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. I mean, if I'm wrong on the Leo X thing, let me know in the comments down below. If I remember right though, I'm pretty sure that when it says the name is also treated as having Leomon,
Right.
and not the Digimon is also treated as like this, but like just the verbiage on it, the way it's worded.
Right.
There's ways it's worded where it's like this Digimon is treated as having this name or having this name. It is also just treated as this Digimon.
Right.
Or
Right.
like the two different ways. And Leo has the one where it's treated as having it in name.
But oh well. Hopefully you guys like the video. Let us know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Definitely excited for some EX8 support that's coming out within a couple weeks, so it should be an exciting time. We'll definitely get some more fresh match play out for you guys. But in the meantime, just enjoy the last of what we have for 2.0. But with that being said, Thank you all for tuning in. Appreciate all the support, and hopefully we catch you on that next video. Bye bye.
Bye.